Kogi State Governor Yaya Bello says Nigeria will be a safe place to live in when politicians stop the use of thugs and criminals during elections. When politicians begin to stop the use of thugs, touts, or some group of criminals, that is when we will begin to have safety and security in our land, the governor said on Wednesday, adding that thugs who were used and dumped by politicians during elections metamorphosed into hydra-headed monster and criminal elements who now terrorize Nigerians. Bello also said, contrary to what is in the public space, he won the November 16, 2019 governorship poll without the use of boys or thugs. The governor, who was re-elected last year on the platform of the All Progressives Congress, said political thuggery was the norm in Kogi before he came into power, but he refused to play that kind of dangerous or unnecessary politics when he came on board as governor of the North Central State. The governor spoke on Wednesday while featuring on Channel Television Sunrise Daily program monitored by The Punch. He said, when I came on board, I inherited a state that was largely divided along several lines. For you to aspire to be anything politically in Kogi State, then you must have what we call boys or thugs or touts, and then use it to intimidate people during political dispensations. Once the political exercise is over, the so-called boys or thugs or foot soldiers would be abandoned and then left to themselves, and by that they breed into something else, or a hydra-headed monster that you will not be able to curb at the end of the day. There are several history and intelligence to that across the country, but I refuse to play that kind of dangerous or unnecessary politics when I came on board. My accession to office is known to everybody in the world. I chose my path immediately and decided to deal with criminals irrespective of political affiliations by using the laws passed by the Kogi State House of Assembly and the existing security architecture. Electoral observers have said the November 16, 2019 Kogi State governorship election was marred with violence and bloodshed. The Punch reported that Acheju Abu, who was the women leader for the campaign organization of the People's Democratic Party governorship candidate, Musa Wada, was burnt alive in her home by suspected thugs during the elections. But speaking on Wednesday, Bello, who has since described the US visa ban as unjust and unacceptable, stated that he won his re-election without the deployment of political thugs. He said, I won my election free and square. The police, the DSS, the military, and all law enforcement agencies have their facts. Don't listen to the things they peddle out there. When I see those things, I simply laugh and say how I wished they come to Kogi State to see for themselves. There was no time in my campaign that any of my followers goes into the destruction of billboards, signposts, or installations of the state government before, during, and after election. Yaya Bello telling us this, really. He also further said that the killers of the PDP woman leader would be brought to justice. Some persons might allude to the unfortunate incident that led to the death of the PDP woman leader in one of the local governments. Investigations are still on, and I have promised that I am going to prosecute that case to the letter to prove who I am. The information out there are completely false, the governor stated. The question is that who in this country, who among the politicians will come out boldly to say, yes, I use thugs? Who is going to come out? All of them. Who is going to come out to say in this country among the politicians that, oh, I'm corrupt, oh, I lose, I do this? All of them, they always feign ignorance, but money is always missing from the cover of the government. Money is always missing. Even this MENA case that they are judging, money, it involves money. Money has gone somewhere that we cannot even pinpoint where it has gone to. Ibori himself will come out and tell you that he never stole. He pleaded guilty in the UK. another man from Edo State, Lucky Benedio, he will tell you he's an ex-convict. He was asked to pay how many 4 point something million or 5 million after how many billions of naira. He will tell you he never stole. Nobody. Oji Zakalu will tell you he never stole. Oh my goodness. Tinubu, they will tell you he was a billionaire while his mother conceived him. They would tell all of them. Nobody. So who are the thieves? Because you are telling us that you don't use thugs. Then who are the thugs? Or you are going to tell us that in these dispensations, they never use thugs, all of them. Of course, it's going to tell you that the people who use thugs are PDP people. And PDP will still come and tell you that they don't even know what you are talking about. They don't even know what Nigerians or some people who are insinuating that they use thugs or they loot. They will tell you they don't know what you are talking about. This also portrays the fact that the same, during the NSAS, this man came out, Iba Gani Adams, Are Onakakanfo. He came out and he said it without fear or favor. He said the politicians were the one that disrupted. They are the one that they caused the problem of this NSAS. We know how NSAS started, and they were maintaining and they were in order. And at the end of the day, what were they agitating for? Police welfare, because they had to go and see what is really making this police to behave the way they behave, and which is known to everybody. But the government is always looking at the other side. People were even blaming the protesters that why instead of you to talk about the good governor, you are talking about police who you are even complaining of, and you are looking at what caused the problem, that is making them to behave the way they are behaving. What is your business if their welfare is not taken care of? They should go and protest and ask for their welfare, for how they are going to be well taken care of. They should go and protest. Why are you protesting? Why are you now talking about their package? At the end of the day, because those who know the truth, they know quite all right that these protesters were going somewhere to ask for good governance, which the government does not want. At the end of the day, we saw videos of politicians dropping off these so-called thugs, attacking the protesters. At the end of the day, those are the people they are the ones that they have created. They will be telling you hoodlums. Who are the one who created the hoodlums? Just exactly what he's saying. It portrays the fact what the Gani Adams was saying and what everywhere many Nigerians know about this whole thing. The politicians, they caused this whole thing. And that's why any little thing they will say it is answers that caused it. And they give credence to hoodlums. No, don't protest because hoodlums will hijack it. And we are happy to celebrate hoodlums. Who are the hoodlums? That the government cannot take care of them. The hoodlums, are they good people? Even before we talk about how they came to be, are they good people that you are going to be saying, oh, you be considering that hoodlums will hijack it? You are not going to say, oh yes, you have a good cause by protesting. And they want to make protest in this country as a taboo. When protest is about to come up in the south, they will begin to tell you they have intelligence reports and all of that. And they will never get intelligence reports as far as the north is concerned. Boko Haram is threatening and doing all manner of things to them. This portrays the fact that the same politicians were behind the misfortune that came upon the protest, the peaceful protest on NSAS. Are they not the politicians, hoodlums, who created them? And then they are blaming people. They are going to they are going to court to take order to freeze the account of people who are behind the protest, who are engineers, who are a promoter of the protest. Are they the hoodlums? Now you are confirming that it is the politicians. Whether your election was you came in genuinely or whatever, I don't know. I don't even want to go into that because everybody knows the truth. You are, like I said, none of you will come out and say yes, you are a looter. You can't come out and say you use thugs. No, they will exonerate themselves. Even the ones that were caught in the act, they will exonerate themselves. They will deny it. So what are we talking about? What are you saying? They will deny it. Very, very unfortunate. You are telling us that it is the politicians that until when the politicians. So who is deceiving who now? By the time you come now, when they talk about answers, they'll begin to change mouth. And the so-called demons who are always going from places to places, they will be blaming NSAS protesters. You guys cause it, you guys cause it, you guys cause it. So the hoodlums that you guys always talking about, that the protesters turned to hoodlums, who created them? Is it not one of the politicians telling you that they are the ones? Of course, they have been saying it now, but some people, even if as he's saying it, they will pretend as if they didn't hear what he's saying. Who created the hoodlums? Is it not the same government? Money is missing from the coffer, from the country's coffer. Who are the people? Is it ordinary man on the street that will go to the treasury to go and be looting? Is it not the same people who they elected into power, into those positions, that are doing all this manner of things? So what are we talking about? It's a confirmation. That is just the area I'm going to. He's talking about they should not listen. You think US or those who are banning you not to come to their country, you think they are like Nigerians? The way you people turn things upside down, you think they are stupid as you people? You think they are like that? You think Nigerians don't know what is happening because all of you use all manner of a government instruments to suppress people? You think people don't know? You are coming to tell people, they will clap for you. It is the same talks that you guys have created that will come out and be supporting you and be listening to what you are saying. You think Nigerians don't know? All of you are getting richer in a deceitful manner. You are forming big men in a deceitful manner, saying that you do not work for genuinely. Wickedness is in your heart, all of you, majority of you. So what are we talking about? Is it not a testament that you guys were behind, the same politicians are behind, they were the ones behind the NSAS protest that scattered the whole thing, caused the problem in the country? You are coming to tell us that until they do the needful, things will be okay. Things will be okay. So guys, let's hear your opinion and let's know your thoughts on this.